twice a day every day by divers, and they are fed a variety of different restaurant quality food. So they are fed things like herring, mahi-mahi, and squid. And all of the food we receive here at Ripley's Aquarium is restaurant quality. So it's similar to what you might be fed at a restaurant or what you might buy at the grocery store. So you can imagine that these rays eat better than some people. You might be wondering why the diver doesn't feel scared while swimming with the stingrays. That is because rays are very docile and friendly animals, and you might know them because of that venomous barb that grows at the base of their tail. Rays very seldom use this barb in the wild because they know once they use it, they lose it, and they will be left defenseless for 3 to 6 months while it grows back. Here at Ripley's Aquarium, we do remove that barb and we do our divers in the water very often, and also because this is a velvet touch exhibit, we want to make sure those barbs are removed. One way that you can, the rays know exactly what the divers in the water because rays have a really cool thing that's called electroreception. So one way to alert rays that you are in the water, if you think that you are in water that might have rays in it, is to do what is called the stingray shuffle, where you shuffle your feet through the sand to alert rays that you are there, to give them a little bit of time to move away from you. Now I'll tell you guys a little bit about these species of ray we have here at Ray Bay. The ones you likely see the most of are these little gray rays. These are cow-nose rays, and they are known as cow-nose rays because they have those two lobes at the front of their face that kind of make it look like they have a cow's nose. Those two lobes at the front of their face are known as modified or false fins, and you might see them using those at the bottom to sift through the sand to look for any food that's been left over. Despite how small and cute the cow-nose rays are, they are fully grown species of ray. And again, we just want to always make sure we are double and triple checking that our flash is turned off, as they can be pretty alarming for the rays. The next species of ray that you'll likely see are these big pancake-looking rays at the bottom here. Those are southern stingrays. So you'll know those are southern stingrays because they have those large round flat bodies and the whip-like tails. We only have female southern stingrays here at Ray Bay, and that is because they can have 6 to 12 babies at a time. So you can imagine if we had female and male southern stingrays in here, we might get overrun by rays very quickly. Now there's another species of ray here at Ray Bay that looks kind of like the southern stingray, but they're larger, darker in color, and they have little spikes that go all the way down their back and tail. Those are the rough-tailed stingrays, and you will see one of them behind you here. We have 2 rough-tailed stingrays here at Ray Bay, and they are both males. Their names are Mad Max and Super Ray. Now, Mad Max is actually our heaviest ray that we have here at Ray Bay, so does anyone shout out and guess how heavy you think that Mad Max is in pounds? There's no bad guesses. 200, that's a really good guess. He's heavier than 200. 400? Lower than 200, or sorry, lower than 400, lower than 355, but 355 is a good guess. 300, yes, Mad Max is approximately 300 pounds, that's an amazing guess. So he is approximately 300 pounds, making him the heaviest ray we have here at Ray Bay. The next species of ray we have here at Ray Bay you will likely not see very much during this feed because they are fed up in the shallow end. Now raise your hand if you have seen Finding Nemo or Finding Dory. If you have seen Finding Nemo or Finding Dory, you have likely seen a spotted eagle ray. So you'll know those spotted eagle rays because they have long noses that kind of resemble an eagle's beak. You can see one of them here behind me. And they have white dots that go all the way down their back. We have 3 spotted eagle rays here at Ray Bay, and their names are Harry, Ron, and Hermione. And they are fed up in the shallow end using what is known as target training. So they know they have to hit their nose to a rainbow target in order to receive the reward that is food. And we also give them what kind of looks like a Kong dog toy that you might give your dog at home. And we put food in that, and they know they have to use their nose to dig the food out of that toy. Now we feed them up in the shallow end, and the spotted eagle rays are really smart. So if they were fed down here with the other rays, they might feel inclined to steal the other rays' food. The last animal you might see here at Ray Bay is actually not a ray at all. You can see one swimming behind the rock back there. So in here we also have white spotted bamboo sharks. You can see one behind me here. The bamboo sharks often swim around during the feed just to pick up any of the food that the rays have left behind because they are pretty messy eaters. But if they're not swimming around during the feed, they're typically cuddled up behind this big rock behind me here. It's really easy to keep rays and sharks together because they are members of the same family known as elasmobranchs. Elasmobranch skeletons are made entirely out of cartilage, so if you wiggle the top of your nose or the tops of your ears, their skeletons are made out of that same cartilage, which helps them to be more agile swimmers. In the wild, sharks and rays are also caught for an oil in their liver known as squalene. You might have heard of squalene in your self-care products or your skincare products. So one thing that you can do to support the lives of rays and sharks is to let others know where squalene is sourced from and avoid buying products that have squalene in them. I'm going to wrap up in just a minute here, but as you continue through the aquarium, you will be able to pet our rays at Upper Ray Bay. But there are a few very important rules you guys have to do before you go upstairs to pet the rays. First is that you're going to want to keep your hands nice and still while they're in the water. Like I said, these guys have electroreception, so as soon as you put your hand in the water, you will be able to sense your heartbeat and they will come right over. The rays are very friendly. Next is that as they pass, you're going to want to keep your hand flat and pet along their back and wings very gently. You want to avoid any areas like their eyes and their tails, because just like your pets at home, they don't like their eyes or tails being touched. Next, you're also going to want to avoid grabbing the rays in any way. And finally, if the white-footed bamboo sharks do happen to swim to the shallow end, which very rarely happens, but if they do, you're just going to want to remove your hands from the water. Thank you guys so much for being a great audience. My name is Deb. If you guys have any questions, I'll be here for a few minutes to answer any questions. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your visit here at the aquarium.
신기하지?